The key in verse 9 says, first, let me go. He said, Lord, and then first, let me go and do my own thing. He wants to follow Jesus on his own terms. Some of us, not saying y'all here, but some people want to follow Jesus on their own terms when it's convenient for them. When it's convenient for them. Well, I might not want to go to church today because I got other things in plan. But I still love the Lord. I'm still going to follow Jesus. I don't want to do no ministry work because it's going to take me away from the stuff I want to do at home. I got to get up out of my bed. I got to go ahead and do these projects. Like the other week, I went to this, it's called a Safe Movement Foundation thing of where we went into the community last Tuesday. And we went and found out the concern of the community about the shooting and all that stuff in the community and stuff like that. When I got home, I thought about that thing. I said, now, out of all the people there were me, my daughter, another young black lady, and another black lady. 4 blacks out of all these white people. But we went into a black neighborhood. And all these white folks, and I'm not, separating people from that, but I'm saying we are our own worst enemy. Because we so concerned about the shooting and the killing and all this, but where was all these pastors and preachers? These supposed to be community leaders. So I thought about that thing for a while. Then I actually put it on Facebook. I said, where's all the work at? Where's all the community leaders that's supposed to be concerned about their community? How you going to get people in your church if you don't never go out and be concerned with them? I said, wait a minute, maybe all the work is done in the church. But that ain't what God called us to do. So that thing bothered me, but then God, he showed me something through that. He said, you're doing what I told you to do. They're doing what they want to do. And that's the same thing we're talking about now. Only when it's convenient. Oh, they talk about the community. They talk about the shootings. They don't talk about it until on Sunday morning. When the people come to them. What about going out there? I found out a whole lot of stuff when I went out there and met you the other day. About concerns of people. And something simple as street lights. Not enough street lights. Abandoned houses where people in and out. I found out a whole lot of stuff. Now, in that area were about 6 churches. Where was the pastors and the deacons and the mothers and all that? Are them 6 churches right there in that area?
In the alley somewhere.
And I'm way up here. But I'm down in Richmond. I didn't understand that, but God spoke and he said, you doing what I told you to do. They're doing what they want to do. That's commitment. That's following Jesus. When Jesus walked, didn't he walk out amongst the sinners? Huh? When he went to the church, he tore it up, didn't he? Because they weren't doing right. So I kind of battled with that thing, but then my wife, I talked to my wife, she said, go ahead and put it up there. I didn't get no response from no pastor, but I know they read it.
Pastor, I look at that. If a lot of the churches come together, leaders come together, they can talk with the city councilmen to put up telephone lights and all.
Let me tell you something. This is all they're waiting for. Just like when we went down there and after we came in, we had a briefing. Fire department, all these different officials in different areas, they wrote down everything we had to look into it. They got to do something about it now. It's a public issue. I went in the bank on Friday, Thursday, and I was in there, taking care of a bank thing. And the white woman comes and said, I saw you on Channel 12 yesterday. I'm like, what? Channel 12? Wow. But then I remember the guy interviewed me, but I ain't paying no more attention. She said, yeah, I know you. I saw you on Channel 12. She said, it's good what you said. I forgot what I said. She said, you said it's not just for that community, it's for all the community in Kingston because one community reflects everything. Yeah. And when I came back and I told my wife, I said, you know what? I said, I made a statement that I didn't even realize what I made. And they put me out on Channel 12. I never saw it myself because I didn't get caught up on that. But they did it. And that made me realize that the commitment that I made is not just towards being in the church. It's towards the city of Kingston itself. How we gonna ever get somewhere if everybody in the church preaching on Sunday and going about their business on Monday through Saturday? It's something that we got to do as a church. It's in the hands of the church. And then I read an article the other day about the NAACP, and when you really read it, investigating that, them people ain't studying us. They sit up in these offices getting paid. They administrative people, they getting paid.
That's right.
That's why you don't hear a whole lot about it. And they only deal with these issues that's gonna bring them some glory.
That's right.
But God,
These little issues here, huh?
God supposed to get glory.
God's supposed to get, there you go, bro. You see what I'm saying? See, when something like that triggers me, it makes me want to investigate some stuff. I say, now, the National Advancement of Colored People and all that stuff, it's just a name now. It's just a title now. It wasn't one way back in the 60s, but now it's just, okay, I'm gonna get in the office and get me a paycheck, and I ain't gonna worry about it. Only when the issue arises that's gonna bring them notoriety to them. They stepping out marching, but then after they march, what are they doing? They going home. Is that a commitment? No, it's just a title.
Nope.
Listen to this. The answer Jesus gave to this man is don't delay. You have the chance now. Don't spend the precious years of your life doing things that worldly people can do as well. Give your life to God. Make your life count for the kingdom of God. Now, it is a question of priority. The issue of one of value. What's important? We all have excuses. Sometimes we do, don't we? We all have excuses sometimes. But I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Well, you know what? And the thing about it is, a lot of it, and I'm going to say this because I need to say it. So if it get out there, it don't matter to me. A lot of our problems is, these clergymen, is that these old preachers back in the 60s and 70s, and they have not experienced the things of the world that's changing. They don't know how to deal with a crackhead. They don't know how to deal with people that's going through this and going through that, because life has changed so much. So a lot of times they be afraid to deal with it. And that's where the problem arises in, because a lot of people are afraid to deal with issues. You know, and if we actually look beyond those people, well, I ain't never did no crack. I don't know how to do with them people. But these are the same people that Christ is looking for you to govern. The same people that Christ is looking at you to minister to. But we get caught up in that scenario that we got pastors that's been preaching for 20, 30 years. They weren't out there when we was out there in the street. They was in the church. So they didn't know what it feel like to be homeless. They didn't know what it feel like to be on drugs. They didn't know what it feel like to have a broken marriage for things that happen in their life. They didn't understand that. So now they're caught up in this place where it'll be all right. It ain't going to be all right. Because guess what? They're going to be held accountable for some stuff. How you going to sit up in a neighborhood that's close to the project and you don't deal with the people in the project? All you do is deal with people coming to church. You don't go out and do nothing.